Music licensing reimagined.
Long time coming, like on the bottom of my feet from running. Cataracts under my eyes from hustling. Going from buying to selling to customers. Run up the business, God is my witness. Turn up the sun up from Monday to Sunday. We maxing the limits. My mind running like Tom Cruise on an action movie. Moving the mission, they say that I'm tripping. I've been told I need a vacation. I'm finessing the visit.
Oh, what is up, everybody? Welcome to DFS by the Numbers and welcome to Best Bet for UFC Baku. We have Khalil Rountree going against Jamahal Hill. We have a very fun card coming up. Fights kicking off nice and early tomorrow at 12 o'clock Eastern time. And looking forward to it. Looking forward to an early card. I like those early cards, right? You get to wake up, watch the fights, and then you kind of have the evening to yourself. You can go out there and the options are endless. You can go out there, hang with friends. You can go out there, maybe spend some time with some family. You can go to the strip club. You can go out to eat. I mean, there's so many things you can do on a Saturday.
You can cry about your losses.
I hope not.
And then you can go to sleep afterwards. I mean, I hope not.
No.
I mean, you have options.
If you do have losses, though, on an early card, at least you have the evening for something positive to happen. So you don't just go to bed thinking, like, man, I suck.
It's like 1 o'clock and you're like, I got to do this all over again next week.
Exactly. At least you have the evening for something to go better.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, hopefully we take our winnings and we all head to the strip club.
Yeah.
Sounds fun. Heck yeah. But I'm here with 138 MMA, and we also got Johnny K Picks. We'll start with you, 138. How are you feeling about this card?
I feel like I've got a good read on most of the fights. So hopefully that comes through. I feel like it's one of those cards that's going to be really fun to watch for as long as you don't lose money. I think it's going to be a fun card to watch. Like there's a lot of matchups that make me think we're going to get some excitement, whether it's finishes or just back and forth fights. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yep, I definitely think it's going to be a fun card, or at least I'm hoping it is. Johnny, how you feeling about the card tomorrow?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good one, too. I like it that it's early. I already talked about that. But, yeah, I see a lot of finishes, too, as well. There are, like, maybe 3 or 4 fights that, for me, they're basically coin flips, and I'm just going off of instinct, if you want to say, because I could see past the victory for both fighters. But other than that, there's pretty good ones that you can get good reads on, I think, in this one and get some money.
Yep, for sure. So there's 12. Is there 12 fights?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
12 fights. Okay, so 12 fights. So you each will get 2 passes. Going to be 10 total bets. Before we get into, if you guys could do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel. We are doing Best Bet these days every Friday night at 10:30 Eastern time. So if you guys are wondering, where's Best Bet? Well, Friday night, 10:30 Eastern time. That's where it's at. Let's hit up the chat. What's up, everybody? I know we got PFL happening right now, but I think there's one more fight, and then people will be probably hopping in here.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Milkman. What is up? Add me on the Get Some Help list this week, guys. Fiance ended it and took the dog. Herzog must have been reffing my relationship. Oh, my gosh.
Well, he would have went the over route, though.
Yeah, I hope that's a joke, dude. I mean, if it's not a joke, that's awful. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Park Blades plus 116. Keep it simple, boys.
Like it.
I kind of like Nardiev as a dog, plus 145, and seeing him during the weigh-ins reassured that. After dark, yes, sir. We got Colby. Let's have a great weekend, everyone, except for Colton G. Hopefully, Colton G's. I think he's in prison. I haven't heard from Colton G in a while. Where are we going, boys? I don't know. Oh, after the. I don't know. We'll have to find a spot. Hamdi with all the steroids. Underrated card. I agree. Hill's going to come out with the knee braces and his chin high. D-Nice saying, let's go. Iron Turner and Razor Blades going down. We'll see. All right, guys, we got a lot to talk about. 12 fights. We're going to kick it off with the people's main event, and it's going to be Hamdi Abdelwahab going against Muhammad Usman. We have Hamdi sitting at minus 155. Muhammad Usman sitting at plus 135. There has been some money coming in on Usman throughout the week. I'll start with you, Johnny. What are you liking for the first fight of the card?
Well, I love a sloppy heavyweight fight, so this is right up my alley. Both guys are sloppy, if you want to say. Yeah. They both kind of wrestle, but they kind of don't. They both throw one punch at a time, but I do like Hamdi in this fight, though, ever so slightly. I think he can win round one. He has shown a little bit more gusto for round one. At least he throws a little bit more volume. Usman's basically just a one punch kind of guy, and he's an athlete. He's strong, all that good stuff. But like, I don't know if he's like the greatest fighter of all time either. Hamdi isn't either, but I do like the overs. But I think I'm just gonna go with Hamdi by decision and keep it easy. It might be even a split, but I'm just gonna go with Hamdi to win at least 2 rounds in a barn burner of a first fight. That's what I'm going to go with.
Plus 137 is the line because I'm on the exact same thing.
Love it.
You said plus 137?
Yep. Cloudbet's got it.
It's not bad at all. So 138, you're on Hamdi decision as well?
Yeah. As soon as I heard Johnny talking, I'm like, I know exactly who's going to take. And I'm
we did the same thing on our video.
Yeah.
Yep, and if I were to bet on this fight, I would be doing the same thing, but there is no way I'm betting on this fight. But yeah, it seems like a pretty simple Hamdi decision to me as well. So we'll see. Both guys taking a Hamdi decision plus 130. That's not a bad line at all for this decision prop because I don't see either one of these guys finishing. So yeah, Hamdi decision plus 137 is probably the way to go. We'll see if you can both hit that one. Yeah, it doesn't hit the same with Colton. We got to bail him out of prison. SD Dumas is out of prison. That was kind of shocking. Actually fighting next week.
That's wild. I don't even know how he got a fight and who he's fighting. So,
I remember seeing the tweet. It was like just a laundry list of offenses, and the bond was like a couple 100,000. I was like, this guy's going to be in prison for a while, but it turns out. He's fighting next week, so very interesting stuff. I'm going to clap Mullins in 1. Oh, boy.
Okay.
It is true, Brady. Thank you for making my Friday better. I'm sorry to hear that, Milkman. Sorry to hear that, man. But I'm happy we can make your Friday a little bit better. We're going to be saying after the fight, it was always Hamdi by decision. Agreed.
It's probably going to be the freest money ever, too, and no one's going to play it because we're like, this is a trash fight.
Exactly. Hamdi by corrupt. Yeah, even if Hamdi loses, like they're gonna give it to him. Like they love.
It's got to be a dominant win for Usman. A dominant, and he's never won a dominant unless it's a knockout.
I don't think he's ever done anything. He's never done anything dominant ever, besides Zach Palga. Which
that's it.
Yeah, that was very dominant.
Yeah, he's already free. Somebody freed him. somebody freed the hoodlum, and he'll be in the cage next week.
McVeigh next week. Yeah.
Yeah. It was always pass. Yeah, I'm passing on it. But we'll move on to the next fight. We have Tagir Ulanbekov going against Azat Maxim. We've had some money come in on Tagir throughout the week. He's currently sitting at minus 530. We have Azat Maxim sitting at plus 415, which makes Tagir Ulanbekov the biggest favorite on the card. We will start with 138. Are you liking anything for this fight here?
Yeah. Something tells me Johnny's going to pick the same, which is going to be a problem, but I'm going to take Ulanbekov wins in round 3 at plus 1,100.
That wasn't it, but I like your style.
Okay, good. I'm glad we're on the same thing on everything, even though we lined up on quite a few. I feel like Ulanbekov gets a lot of later finishes. He's probably going to get a sub, but the sub line versus the round 3 line was negligible. So round 3 at plus 1,100.
I like it. Round 3 plus 1,100. Charles Johnson inches away from getting his round 3 finish.
Yep.
Let's see if Tagir can get it. Johnny, what are you liking for this fight?
Yeah, I like Tagir. I just think he's better almost everywhere. Maybe the striking is a little bit closer, but I think he's going to be using that wrestling and grappling. So I'm going to go with Tagir to win in rounds 2 or 3 by submission. And I was just going to look to see what that was on FanDuel. And that is plus 550. I think there's going to be a finish. It's probably going to be in the 3rd round, I'm hoping, for one of our big bets that me and 130 MMA hit, because that's going to be the tight one. But I do think he gets it done one way or another, whether it's by a pretty clear decision or like a late 2nd, 3rd round submission.
Yep, I definitely think. Like, did you guys see Maxim on the scale today? Like, he looked rough.
I haven't seen any of the way.
I just saw a couple pictures here and there, like mainly the main card though, but I didn't see him.
Yeah, they didn't have a stream for it, but I saw some pictures and of all the fighters, and I get Maxim probably looked the worst out of all of them. The second worst though was Tagir. Tagir looked bad as well, which is expected. Yeah, that's expected. But but Maxim looked like he was dying on the scale.
Did you guys figure out, or like, did anybody know the catch weight bout? Like, what happened there? Was that wasn't always a catch weight, was it? I didn't
I
think.
don't think so.
Okay.
Nope, just randomly, and nobody knows why.
Okay, cool. Great.
Yeah.
All right.
So that
Orobay weighed 163 though, so I think he might be the one that was okay on weight because he's a little bit lower.
I wish they would let us know.
I know that would be. We'll get to there later. I won't say anything.
But yep, I think we're all three on the same page. I like that Tagir sub as well. I think it's going to be very much on the, like, I went back and watched the Johnson fight. It's like Johnson almost subbed this guy a couple times. I was like shocked. Charles Johnson took down Maxim, got to his back instantly. Like if Tagir gets to your back, there could be some problems there. So yeah, I like Tagir as well. Minus 530. It does look pretty crazy, but I think he wins and potentially by sub. Hopefully by sub.
Even Tagir by sub is a good price at plus 250. You know there's going to be grappling.
Yep. I think he'll at least attempt a couple. So I like that. All right, let's get to the good stuff, guys. It is Irina Alexeyeva going against Claudia Segulia. We got Alexeyeva currently sitting at minus 250. She was minus 315 just a couple hours ago. Looks like some late money coming in on Segulia. Segulia is currently a plus 210 underdog. And it was, if you guys have not seen the ceremony, you got to go watch the ceremonials. I mean, Irina Alexeyeva, she was pumped up. She was running out there, clapping, jumping around, doing cartwheels, had a very nice hairstyle. Was really happy with what I saw from Alexeyeva. She seems to be in very good spirits for this fight. But this is probably I can't think of a lower level fight in UFC history. Off the top of my head, maybe Dean Barry, Mike Jackson comes to mind. But outside of that, I can't think of a lower fight than Irina Alexeyeva, Claudia Segulia. But I'm really looking forward to watching it. Johnny, what are you liking for this fight here?
I like violence one way or another. Probably going to be coming from the Alexeyeva side. I don't think Claudia is all that great. She's mainly a striker. But when she gets on the mat, I mean, I think she's not going to be there for too long because she's probably going to get submitted. And Irina's good on the mat as she's wild on the feet a little bit, but she is dangerous. But I think she finds the finish, Alexeyeva. So give me Alexeyeva inside the distance. I believe that's around plus 150 range. I saw it on DraftKings at plus 150. But I will take that. I think she gets this one done. The only little worry for me with her is her time off. Maybe it's like a year and a half. But other than that, I think she's better than Claudia almost everywhere. So
okay.
In this low level fight. Sorry, I was pumping this up.
No, this fight's gonna be. I'm actually really looking forward to this fight. Believe it or not, I'm being dead serious.
I think it'll be
138. It's gonna be fun. 138. What do you like in here?
So I echo a lot of what Johnny was saying, but fortune favors the bold. To borrow one from Uncle Wheezy, I think Alexeyeva is gonna dick Sar, and I'm gonna go with Alexeyeva round 1 at plus 500.
Yes.
I think that's
going
just
for the next one.
What's going to happen? You wait for the next one. That's right.
I like it, dude. I think it's round 1 as well. Looks like we're all on the same page again. Like, what's going on?
Dude, the first 4 fights are just clean cut.
Yeah, and then it gets a little dicey after that.
No, I agree with that. I like Alexeyeva inside the distance as well. It's just, is she great? No, but she's big, she's strong, she's mean. Like, she's mean in there. And
if she gets one takedown.
One takedown. Segulia just like a fish on the mat. So I think it's probably early. If it gets extended, could get a little iffy, But I think it's probably early as well.
Looks like Kevin Lee is about to get dick sawed too. It's not looking good.
Is it round 1?
Is it over yet?
It's still in round 1, but it's not looking good. I don't think he's got 3 more minutes. I don't think he's going to make it.
I will take that under 2.5, please.
I
put that in the parlay.
I was actually looking at the under in that one. Orobai and Musayev are both big. Could have been either of them. Yeah, I wish we knew for sure though.
I just said Orobai was 163 and then the other one was 165. So I was like, well, maybe he was more on weight. I don't know, but who knows?
Yeah, that makes sense. Bad spring break hair. Yeah, she has one of those hairstyles that you see, like my brother who's like 17, 18. He has that hairstyle, and all his friends have that hairstyle. I don't know if it is like everybody, like if you're in high school, you have that Irina Alexeyeva haircut. You know, the puffy curly hair, right? It's
the broccoli hair.
Yeah, that's the thing
Okay.
nowadays.
That's what we call it around in my area, the broccoli hair.
Yeah, like I'll go to my local Walmart. Just everybody's rocking that hair. Like, what's going on? You guys serious? Is that the new thing?
It was like the Justin Bieber haircut back in the day.
Yeah.
Everyone had that.
The broccoli hair is the new Bieber hair.
Yeah.
Oh God help him. God help him. She looks more like Russian Bieber than Rhonda with her various haircuts. She has some good haircuts. She has some really good haircuts. Sugulia does have a loss by arm lock on record. MGM has Alexeyeva by Kimura Americana at plus 5,000. I do think it's going to be something like that. It's going to be a Kimura Americana. Could be a toe hold. It's going to be something like that. Ankle lock. It's going to be something wild.
Yep.
Claudia with the head movement of a statue. The poodle cut.
Okay, I like that too.
Worst PFL main event. Is Kevin Lee still?
Oh, he's dead. He faced down, and even Herzog stopped this one.
Herzog stopped it.
What?
He was. It was bad.
He's a changed man.
Yeah, Rabadanov did not.
Maybe he bet the under in that fight because that was probably the smart move.
It doesn't matter what the line was.
It was very respectable at minus 215.
Really?
Under 2.5. Yeah.
I didn't even look at it. I figured by the time like that came out, I was done placing.
Yeah, there's no way you should have bet the money lines. Just do the under. That was easy.
Yeah. Well, the money line was like minus 2,500 or something.
Yeah.
So.
Did he just like knock him out, or was it ground and pound? I can't believe.
Oh no, he just face planted him. He was done.
And Herzog
like hit him, and he just done.
Wow. Yeah, not even a move fighter. Jeez.
No, did not even get. There was no need.
Not even a move fighter.
Herzog, he's dead. He can't move. He's dead.
He can't move. He's dead.
Jeez. Get some help, Kevin Lee. My gosh.
Yeah, it was a TKO, but it like in the chat, it was a TKO, but it was one of those where he fell face first, and Herzog was like, "Okay, it's out." And it wasn't like he fell into like a turtle position. He was like a reverse snow angel. Yeah, it was bad. So yeah, he was done.
Poor Kevin.
You hate to see it.
I think it's time.
Yeah,
it's been time. So yeah, we're all on the same page. Alexeyeva inside the distance. We'll move on to the next fight. We have Melissa Mullins going against Daria Zelnikova. We have no mess Mullins minus 240, Daria plus 205. We'll start with 138. What are you liking in this fight here?
Might be my favorite bet on the card is Mullins by round 2 KO or TKO or DQ at plus 950.
There you go.
I feel like it's the same as the last fight between these two, but takes just a little longer because Zeleznyakova is going to be a little more hesitant.
I like it. That's actually my pick too. KO too. I think it's very much on the table. Johnny, what are you liking here?
Yeah, I also like Mullins. I think she does get it done inside the distance, so that's probably what I'm just going to end up playing just to be a little safe here. I think it's still at plus money or maybe even plus 100, or let me look real quick.
I saw plus 100.
Okay, I see plus 110 on DraftKings, so I'll take that unless you see it somewhere better. Yeah, I think it's going to be kind of the same as the first fight. It might not be as quick, maybe in the second round. I'm hoping second round, so we can definitely hit that parlay and big Kings. But I do think Mullins gets it done. I think she's just a better grappler, a better wrestler. On the feet, I mean, Daria has a chance, but I don't think she's going to be able to stuff all the takedowns at all. So maybe it takes one and that's it. So, and again, she's like a fish on the mat too. So
yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Off her back. On top, she's okay. She's got decent ground and pound and stuff, but like
she won't be
get her on her back, she's done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. It's hard not to kind of see that happening. I think Mullins, like in their first fight, Mullins messed around on the feet for like three minutes. I kind of think Mullins might go to the wrestling a little bit quicker here and get on top. But yeah, once she gets on top, she's gonna beat the crap out of her.
She's got good ground and pound.
But on the feet, I am kind of worried because on the feet, Mullins does block punches with her face. I'm hoping Mullins comes out here and fights smart. And if she does, I think she should finish her. So I like it. Once again, we all three are on the same page, which is a little scary. We don't typically see that.
That's easy money.
I love it.
Mullins by second round piping. So Mullins is actually the official milking of the week.
There it is.
There's milking of the week. Melissa No Mess Mullins to make a mess and milk Daria on the mat. Milk everywhere. So the milking of the week is 14-1 since starting. 14-1.
I like
Trying
it.
to make it 15-1. Come tomorrow. What's up, Vare? Good to see you in here. Kevin Lee versus Hoofy? No, don't do that. Let's not do that.
No.
That's mean.
That's even worse than this fight.
Yeah, that's bad.
I don't know if it's worse. I think it's kind of a monster.
I mean, I'm not saying that's no disrespect to him. I'm just saying he would destroy him too, but probably maybe worse because after this fight.
Yeah.
That's true. If he's going to do it after this fight, that's
no.
One less punch he can take, I bet.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think he's got much left in him.
Got the milk. Yes, sir. We got Dr. Peener in the building. What's up, Dr. Peener? Good evening, handsome gentlemen. Good evening to you, Dr. Peener. Hopefully the surgeries all going well today. Everything going well. Good to see you in here. Only watching the card to see Dumas get the first round KO. He's not fighting on this card. He's fighting on next card. And Dumas is not knocking out anybody ever, I don't think. I mean, if you're not knocking out Cody Brundage, Zaitar, and
he wanted to quit during Cody Brundage's fight. But Cody Brundage wanted to quit as well. They both wanted to quit on the stool.
I struggle to see Dumas finishing anybody ever, but I don't know. Yep, I'll talk about my titty bag pretty soon here. We got Spencer. What's up? I just bet 500 on Godzi round 1 so I can bet tomorrow on UFC.
There you go. Cash that plus money, I'm sure, right?
I don't know. It might be like minus 110.
Yeah.
I think I saw the KO prop for him was like minus 125, which was pretty crazy.
That's insane.
But dang.
Gosh,
I was surprised it was that.
It was too late in the week. Like,
I wish I looked. Instead, I was taping SD Dumas fight. The fight they randomly added that today. I was trying to get my breakdown out early, and they just randomly added that. So I was researching that, so I didn't get to the PFL, unfortunately.
I just looked at the fights that I know the fighters. The other fighters I don't know that much. I'm like, I'll just pass on those.
Yeah.
Plus 105. What a deal.
Dang. There you go. Heck yeah, Derek.
That is a deal.
I heard Dumas got arrested for drug trafficking earlier today. I don't know if he'll make it to next week. This kid just can't stay out of trouble.
If I see on X that fight is canceled, I'm going to laugh so hard.
Oh, it'd be his 18th arrest. I mean, this guy, that's kind of impressive at this point. 18 arrests.
And how many wins does he have?
Most people don't have the opportunity to get arrested that many times because they just keep you there.
I'm shocked that they let him back in the U. Like, there was a report that came out that the officers were looking for him and he was hiding in a dog crate.
It's wild, dude.
That's the first time he's ever showed that he has that dog in him because in some of his fights he's just looking rough in there. Bad, man. Imagine you're a police officer. You walk in and Dumas is in a dog. Come on,
you're just laughing.
Come on. This is the guy that's fighting next week. I don't get it.
I think you just shake your head and walk away, and you're just like, I don't know.
Like, I'll pretend you're not in here. We'll chase you. Get out.
Go on, get.
Yeah, Costa. You can always count on him pulling out a fight.
Yeah, that stinks.
All right, let's get to the next fight. We have some line movement here. We have Jung Young Park going against Ismail Nardiev. We got Jung Young Park minus 164. We got Nardiev plus 144. Nardiev was like plus 185 pretty much all week, and the money's came in on him recently. What I will say at weigh-ins, he did look kind of like a completely different guy. He seems to be taking his strength and conditioning very serious this time around. Looked pretty good. It's an interesting matchup. It's a fight that I'm not betting on personally, but kind of curious to your guys' thoughts on it. We'll start with you, Johnny. What are you liking for this fight here?
I'm going to use my first pass on this one for sure. My pick is Ishmael. It is more of a gut pick there. I do know Park is decent. He's good, but man, what's coming back to me about Park though is his last couple fights. He's fighting very close in some of these fights. And I don't know if that's maybe him on the decline a little bit. He's not very dangerous. This fight's probably going to go to decision. If he wins, he probably wins by decision, I think. And Nardiev is not that bad, actually. I mean, he's pretty good everywhere. I like his striking. He's got power in his hands, too. But If he can stay in there, I think this might be a close decision. So my pick is Ishmael, but for betting and anything, I would just only do the overs, but I'm just going to pass on this one for the show.
All right, John using up his first pass out of 2, 138. What are you doing for this fight?
Yeah, I mean, we're playing with fake money, so I'm just like looking for a line that I think is feasible and also kind of juicy. And Nardiev was just subbed on the regional scene a few fights ago. Park's sub is plus 466. Park's a guy that can get a lot of subs. I'm going to take Park by submission at 466.
All right, Park by submission plus 466 for 138, and John using up his pass. I would be passing on this fight as well. I'm picking Park. I think Park can win by any method. Could be like a TKO maybe. Could be a submission. Could be a decision. It kind of lean towards decision though. But yeah, that sub definitely could be in play. He does have, I think, 3 of them in the UFC. Iron Turtle decision. It's kind of where I'm leaning. Dumas found in a dog crate. Yeah, found in a dog crate. You hate to see it. All right.
I would love
Moving
it
on.
if I saw that, actually.
What? You would like to see that?
It'd be so funny.
Oh, gosh. All right. Let's move on to the next fight. Is Oban Elliott going against Suk Hung Ko. We got Elliott minus 455, Ko plus 355. Elliott is the second biggest favorite on the card. We will start with 138. What are you doing for this fight here?
Yeah, by this point in the week, the lines that I liked for this fight are pretty much gone. So this is a pass for me. Elliott probably wins, but Ko's not bad. I couldn't find anything I liked. Pass.
All right. Using up his first out of 2 passes is 138. Johnny, you liking anything for this fight here?
Yeah, I do like Oban to win, obviously. Ko is dangerous. I think he's dangerous early, but I think as the fight goes on, it's only going to favor Elliott, and I do think Elliott will be okay in round 1. So I'm just debating if I want to do like a decision prop or maybe even like a late KO prop. I do think he wins.
What about a round 3 or decision? Put them both together.
Yeah, that's like minus 150. I do like that, but for the show, I was looking for something a little juicier. So I think I'm just gonna go with I'll go with the safe one. Give me Elliott by decision at plus 100, or if you can find it a little bit better somewhere else. I do think round 3 or decision for Elliott. I do like that bet the most. It's not plus money, so I don't want to put it on this show. I try to do all plus money little things, but I think he definitely can get a round 3 like standing KO or something like that.
Yeah, Elliott decision best price plus 120.
I'll take that.
Yep, that's not bad. It's kind of where I lean as well with that Elliott decision there. Elliott greasy split decision.
Okay.
Minus 150. Yeah, they're all over it. That round 3 decision.
Yeah,
they're all over it.
It's a good bet though. I mean,
yeah, he's a big favorite, so that makes sense. All right, so that was the prelims. Solid prelims.
Yeah,
not bad. So we'll do a quick recap. Make sure we had everything correct, and we'll move on to the main card. So 138's taking Hamdi decision, plus 137. Taking the Ulanbekov round 3, plus 1100. Alexeyev round 1, plus 500. Mullins KO2, plus 950. Park submission, plus 466. And then passing on the Elliott fight, 138. Does all that look correct?
Looks great.
And then Johnny's taking Hamdi decision, plus 137. Ulanbekov sub 2-3, plus 550. Alexeyev inside the distance, plus 150. Mullins inside the distance, plus 110. Passing on the Park fight, and then taking Elliott by decision, plus 120. Does all that look correct, Johnny?
Yes, sir.
All right. Sounds good. What we'll do now is move on to the main card. Before we do so, if you guys have not already, be sure to pipe up that like button. Do appreciate it. Do appreciate everybody hanging out here. Elliott has been training with Colton G. Oh, boy. That's not good. That's not good. But yeah, let's kick off this main card with the fun. I actually think this fight's going to be very fun. Muhammad Naimov going against Bogdan Grad. We got Naimov minus 240. Bogdan Grad is sitting at plus 205. We'll start with you, Johnny. What are you doing for this fight here?
So this was one of the fights where I was thinking about using a pass on, but I think there's one other fight that I kind of want to use it on a little bit more. So I'm going to go with... First off, I think this fight's going to be very close. And you can literally see a path to victory for each guy here. And I'm torn. I ended up picking Naimov ever so slightly because I do like his wrestling a little bit more. But I'm going to go with Grod plus 3.5 spread here. I think this fight can go to decision, or if he can find a late finish or some point deductions from Naimov. Maybe Naimov makes a mistake and Grod can get a submission, something like that. But yeah, I'm going to go the Grod plus 3.5 spread route. I'm trying to find it real quick on DraftKings, and that is plus 100. I will take that. I think that's good. I actually think this fight goes to decision. So we'll see.
Yeah, and if
it's
this
close.
If this fight goes to decision, that plus 3.5 is hitting easily. You got to imagine.
Yeah.
138. What are you doing for this fight here?
Yeah, so I agree with what Johnny's saying, but I'm going a different route and I'm getting a better number on it. And it's fight goes to decision at plus 116. So,
is it better?
Yeah, I'm taking that.
Okay, go ahead.
I mean, because then
I think Grod can get a finish, maybe.
Yeah, I mean
that's the only reason why I went with that.
Yeah, I do think we get a decision most likely. Both of these guys seem to be pretty tough. So,
fight goes plus 116.
Yes, sir.
All right, 130 taking Grad fight goes to decision plus 116, and then Johnny K taking the point spread plus 100 there. We got MMA. Nell, what's up? Day before is the way to go. I appreciate that, Nell. I agree. At least somebody agrees. Bogdan with excessive amounts of lip gloss. What?
Oh,
I didn't notice that.
I didn't know.
I might have to go back and watch rewatch the weigh-in. I didn't see any lip gloss.
Maybe it's some Vaseline. I don't know.
Had a bunch of lip gloss.
He's got chapped lips.
Yeah, nothing's wrong with that. Just excessive amounts. Jeez, I have to go back and look. All right, let's move on to the next fight. It is Nazim Sadikov going against Nicholas Mota. We got Sadikov minus 430, Nicholas Mota plus 330. There has been some money coming in on Mota. We'll kick it to 138. What are you doing for this fight here?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to pass. Similar to the last pass, was just the lines that I wanted are kind of gone. And for the sake of this show, you kind of want a decent number on some of these. So I'm just going to pass on this one. Sadikov probably wins.
Nothing wrong with that. 138 using up his second and final pass of the show. Johnny, what are you doing for this fight here?
I think Nazim wins this fight. I think he is he's more well-rounded. I think he can use some wrestling and grappling. Both guys do have good striking, good power in their hands. I just think Mota's chin's not all there still, and Nazim can take some damage. So I'm going to go with Nazim to win by KO. I found it on FanDuel a little earlier at plus 120, so I'll take that. I think he finds it probably in the second round or so, but yeah, I think that's a good spot though for him.
Looks like plus 128 I see for the
I'll
best
take it.
price there on the KO. Yeah, that's kind of where I lean to. It's just I actually think these two are kind of a lot more well matched than the line does indicate. But you mentioned it, Johnny. The durability difference is huge. One guy is durable, and I mean Sadikov could take like a sledgehammer to the head, whereas Nicholas Mota not durable.
So much.
What
does worry me though a little bit is if Nazim does crack Mota, he might go for a club and sub, but that's
it could happen.
I don't think so. I mean, it's hard to like bet that if you think it's gonna happen, but that's why I went with the KO instead. But that doesn't worry me like in the back of my head. I'm like, shit.
Yeah. Yep. It can always happen. We saw Trey Ogden almost sub Mota.
Well, he should have, yeah.
I forget who's reffing that. Was it might have been Beltron, maybe? I don't know.
I think it might have been Tyone.
Oh,
yes, it was.
I think it was.
I could see that. Yes.
100%.
Oh, yeah. Not good.
That would have been.
It would have been 6 out of 6 losses by finish instead of 5.
Yeah, that Ogden fight was a bad look. I mean, getting dog walked by Trey Ogden, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Fight to end by KO, that's not bad. I think I saw that at minus 115 for the fight to end by knockout, which covers, of course,
that ain't bad at all.
And Mota's not subbing anybody ever, so
no. Yeah, 135. I see it on DraftKings.
Who's your favorite cash play on DraftKings? I'd say Melissa Mullins. I like this week. I was
thinking Alex Siva, but same idea.
Alex Siva's. I have them both, so I like both.
Yep. I'm putting those two in as many lineups as possible.
Yeah, I like them. I think they both should roll. I got Dr. Peener. Just finished watching PFL. If anybody bet on it being boring as shit, you just made some money. I didn't watch it, to be honest. Was it boring?
I mean, I thought it was fine.
It's a classic PFL card.
I have a hard time finding a fight to be like boring. For whatever reason, I just find myself interested I don't know. The last fight I remember being super boring. Okay, okay. Namajunas Esparza 2 was kind of rough, but
was it Menefield versus Sai?
That was fine. No, the only fight I can remember just being like, dude, this sucks, was Shamrock versus Gracie when they went to the 1 hour time limit and did absolutely nothing. And Shamrock just sat in Gracie's guard, not even body head, nothing. They literally just laid there. It's the only time I've ever like watched a fight on fast forward and still was like, dude, they're not doing anything.
And the Rose fight.
That one at least did something. They at least moved.
Oh,
like these guys didn't move.
They did move. You're right. They did move. That's a good
these guys didn't even.
Their
move.
hearts were still beating. Yes,
that's true.
Like you can straight up watch the Shamrock and Gracie fight in like full like speed, and they don't move or more than like triple speed or whatever, and they don't move at all. Like you don't even notice any. It's just nothing.
God.
Yeah.
Did you not watch the Queso fight?
At least that wasn't that bad.
There's another one, yeah.
I didn't think it was that bad. I don't know.
For round 1 and 2 of the Brundage Abdul Malik fight. And then
the first round was real weird for sure. I don't know.
And round 2 was weird. And then round 3, you're like, there it is.
There it is.
That's and then they took it away from us.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't think it was that bad. Fine.
You're a saint. You're a saint, Tyler.
We're tough, but funny, I guess.
The Finney Valentine fight or Valentine fight.
I didn't think that was that either, but I had money on Finney, so
I did too, but still, it was boring as hell.
Dude, I was on the edge of my seat with how happy I was.
Oh, wasn't great. But I'll tell you what's going to be fun. It's going to be my titty back Oral Boy going against Tofik Musayev. We got my titty back sitting as a minus 156 favorite. Tofik sitting at plus 136. We'll go to Johnny K. What are you liking for this fight?
I like nothing, and I will use that pass right here. This is the fight that I was talking about. The catch weight worries me. To me, this was a close fight. I do lean Oral Bay, but I think Tofik can win this fight too. I mean, he's dangerous on the feet. He's got power. He's got decent grappling and wrestling. Decent takedown defense. I think Oral Bay needs to basically be a chain wrestler here. I don't think he has the striking to back it up, but maybe the longer the fight goes, that does favor him a bit too. But I like maybe the overs here, but yeah, I'm just gonna pass on this one.
All right, John using up his second and final pass. Yeah, this is the fight where we have the mystery catchweight.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. But 138. You doing anything on this fight here?
Yeah. So I was looking at the Musayev line, and when I realized that it was plus 138. I said, "Oh, I feel like that's a sign."
Destiny.
So we're taking Musayev at plus 138.
Dude, that could actually be a sign.
Yeah. Dude, right? I mean, I'm not superstitious whatsoever, but most gamblers are, and I'm going to roll with it on this one.
Hey, why not? Musayev money line plus 138. Let's see. Let's see. I like it. Yeah, I'm not touching this one. I mean, especially with like the catchweight, I'm gonna sit back and enjoy this one because it's gonna be a fun fight. I think this has potential to be fight of the night, but in terms of what's gonna happen, I'm not entirely sure. We got Muhammad saying I made 5 units on PFL. There you go. So you enjoyed it.
Oh, dude.
There you go.
Well done. Good luck tomorrow, everyone. Good luck to you as well. Musayev doesn't like to do a lot. I think Oral Boy just marauds here. We'll see. Should be a fun fight. All right, moving on to the next fight. We have Curtis Blades versus the Rizzler, Rizvan Kuniev. We got Blades minus 250, the Rizzler plus 210. We'll go to 138. What do you like on this fight here?
Yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna go Blades by decision, and I just had it and I lost it. Let's see. It is plus 241 for Blades by decision.
Blades decision plus 241.
Yep. I think
Tyler, do you know who the Rizzler is?
No, this is just we talked about this. I have no idea who that is. On Wednesday, we we've found out that I just have no idea what's going on in the world. Apparently, if it's not a fight, like I don't know. So
if it's not about fighting, I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
yeah. Occasionally I'll catch something from like a casual conversation or something, but no, I got no idea. No idea who the Rizzler is.
It's Rizvan Kuniev.
Okay, well if that's the case, I know who he is. But it sounds like there's another
the
one.
other Rizzler though.
Oh yeah, the other. He's like a
Tyler. Give everyone some booms. Go ahead.
I don't know what that means. No.
It was so funny on our show. I was dying.
Yeah, just look up the Rizzler on like. Do you have TikTok? Look it up on
I
TikTok.
do not have TikTok. No chance.
That's probably why you
don't
exactly
because he doesn't.
Yeah, like I don't really use a whole lot of social. The only reason I have Twitter is just to boost the YouTube channel. Like otherwise, I wouldn't have that either. But yeah,
it's probably a good thing to be honest.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, so you taking the Blades decision, Johnny? What are you taking here?
I like Blades in this fight. I really wish he would wrestle. We haven't seen him wrestle in years. So on the feet, it's always a little worrisome for Blades too, because he's been knocked out 5 times, but against really awesome power punchers. And I don't think Kuniev is that kind of guy. I do like the decision. I think I'm going to go with Blades by KO. What's that at? I think he finds it. Plus 130. I know it's not the greatest price. Ugh, I don't even like it. Yeah. Never mind. I'm gonna change that. Give me the by decision. I'm gonna do the same as Tyler. I like that a little better. I do think he wins though. I just don't know if it's gonna be by a KO. But if I think it's KO, I think it's gonna be later in the fight. It's not gonna be like round 1. I could maybe do round 2 or 3 KO, but even that, like heavyweights usually don't get knockouts in after a round and a half. So if it goes over a round and a half, it's going to decision. So give me Blades by decision. I like that.
I wish there was a bet that was like Blades to win by either round 1 KO or decision. But
yeah, that'd be cool.
If that was
that.
Yeah,
I wish they did have those. It'd be very cool.
And heavyweight fights would be perfect.
True.
Agreed. So both guys going with Blades by decision. This is a weird fight. Like I feel like Blades should probably be minus 500 here. Like I don't think Kuniev's that great.
And I don't understand why. Like I don't think Kuniev's that good. Is he making his UFC debut technically?
Yep.
Yeah.
And this fight was supposed to happen like two or 3 times already.
Mm-hmm.
And Blades is in the top 5 heavyweight, like in that top tier. And I don't think Kuniev is even close.
Yeah,
to that tier.
Yeah, this fight's really sketching me out. It's really sketching me out, but we'll see.
It's weird, but
my titty back is pretty good and durable. Yes, he is both good and durable.
Very durable. Very.
Colby says he's slamming Blades. This is going to be like Alaskarov versus Whitaker. Too big of a step up for the Riz.
I could see it.
Could be
round 1 KO then.
Evan liking Blades and Park parlay there. Will saying I usually don't care about training partners, Park and Aspinall, etc. But Rizzler is a main training partner of Big Ankalaev. Is that true?
I assume so. Sounds right.
Oh wow. There you go. Rizzler met DJ Khaled today. Huge for the unemployed.
Kuniev met DJ Khaled?
I think he met the other Rizzler. That's pretty cool. Spencer's bringing the booms.
There we go. 5 big booms. There it is. Come on, Tyler.
What does that mean? I don't get it. What are
I don't even know.
What are these booms?
Oh gosh, you don't want to know.
I don't want to know. Probably
no. It's so cringe.
You don't want to know. The bookie man. Brady have a request. Can you sing In the Arms of the Angels with the Nali Angwig when Ignacio wins by submission? Sure, we have a deal. I'll do it just for you if that happens. So
I like that.
Ignacio,
we were talking about that, Tyler.
I was probably going to sing In the Arms of the Angels next week anyway for the Jacoby Smith Nico Price fight.
Jacoby.
Oh God, what are they doing? What are they doing? Blaine's going to F this guy up.
Agreed.
Forces a question. Do you think Rountree deserves his own custom shorts, and should the UFC do this more often for non-champions? I don't know. Like if they want their own shorts, why not? For me, it's like, why not? If they want them, give it to them.
I honestly don't care what shorts they're wearing. So
yeah,
You know, like it's like if they want to wear custom shirts, like I'm with you. Let them do it.
My thing is this: like, if they're both not champions and one gets custom shorts, why can't the other get custom shorts?
Maybe the other just didn't care. The other said, "I don't want to waste my time making shorts."
I mean, didn't they make Bryce Mitchell custom shorts, the camo shorts?
Yeah, he was like the one that kicked it all off. Like he got his first.
I think he did.
Yeah. If they want shorts, give them shorts. You know,
I think they should wear whatever shorts they want.
Yeah, why not? Razor Blades by GMP. I got to know what are your best. We're gonna get to the best bet pretty shortly here. Does Kunayev train with Khabib and in Dagestan? Don't believe so.
I don't think so.
I don't think he trains with them. I think Kunayev is decently good. He's well-rounded enough to deal with the heavyweight top 15. The heavyweight top 15, sure.
Not top like 7.
Yeah, look at the top 15 heavyweights. I mean, it wasn't some.
There's a big drop off after 7.
Yeah, like the top 7 or 8 are pretty good, but after that it gets kind of rough. It gets kind of rough. Like I think Waldo Cortes Acosta is ranked like 8 now, isn't he? Like something.
Yeah,
like
he's
that.
up. Yeah, and he's showing he might push up into that top tier if he wins.
I mean, they just booked him with Pavlovich, so I don't know.
If he wins this one, you can't deny it.
That's true.
He's top tier.
If he beats Pavlovich, I will be very, very impressed.
He's got the style. He's got the style to do it. It's weird.
And he is durable. We've seen that dude.
And he's got pretty decent cardio. He just fights his way to every decision.
He's durable, but Pavlovich can knock out a truck. So it's gonna be a test. I can't wait for that fight. Why is so much money coming in on Jamahal Hill? Well, we're gonna talk about that fight very shortly. Brady's saying something for the people. Anything? Maybe in a little bit. I don't know. If Fiziev by sub hits, will you sleep with my wife? We have a deal, Evan. We have a deal.
Wow.
Fiziev wins by sub. I will be sleeping with my guy Evan's wife. Heck yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Heck yeah.
What, Dr. Peener? He doesn't train with Khabib. He's at Team Garek or something where Ankalaev and the big boys train. Okay. All right, guys. It is time for the co-main event. We have Ignacio Bahamondes going against Rafael Fiziev. We got Bahamondes minus 147. Fiziev sitting at plus 127. We will start with 138. What are you doing for this fight here?
Well, I've kind of wanted to switch this a couple of times based on the chat, just because I kind of want to see some results, get like manifested here. But instead, I think I'm just going to go with Bahamondes money line because it's minus 115, and you know what? We'll take it. So Bahamondes money line minus 115. I had to put something down. That's the rationale.
Yep, and again, if he wins by sub, I'll be putting on a wig and singing "In the Arms of the Angels" next week for the Bookie Man. So something.
What's 1,000 on that
for the sub?
Yeah.
Yep. Big odds.
Yeah.
Johnny, what are you doing for this fight?
Yeah, this is going to be a fun fight. This is the fight that I'm actually looking forward to the most, I think, on this card. There are some other fun fights, obviously, but I think that for skill, like for the fight and the matchup, I love this one. I ever so slightly like Bahamondes a little bit more. I like his reach. I like it. The height advantage. I think it's like 7 inches. It's insane. He throws a lot of volume. I think he's going to be okay on the feet. He's durable. Fiziev is durable. I like the overs in this fight, but give me Bahamondes round 3 or decision, and that is at plus 120, just in case if Fiziev slows down enough to put his head in a weird spot. I think that the only thing would be like a 3rd round submission, which I don't even know what the odds of that would be, but that's the round I think Bahamondes gets that sub if he gets it. But I do think this fight probably goes to decision. He wins a pretty close one, 29-28.
You said the round 3 decision was plus 120?
Yep.
There you go. If you gave Shab 3 months, he could be a top 15 heavyweight again, potentially, man. I mean, some of the heavyweights in the top 15, like Tai Tuivasa. Isn't Tai Tuivasa on a 6-fight losing streak in a top 10 heavyweight? Oh my gosh. What's going on? Are they still fighting who? No.
PFL?
Yeah, PFL's been over.
That's the one I can think of.
Has Kevin Lee woken up yet?
I hope so.
Okay.
I hope so.
All right. Brady in the 2006 era, Condom Depot sponsored all of the shows and had their name over the butts of many UFC stars.
This is true. I can.
Yeah, I know. I looked it up and I see it. That's crazy.
Dude, those were the good old days, man. They had everybody's like trunks were looking like a NASCAR, thing. Just like
that's true.
It was wild.
That's a perfect description there.
I was a freshman in
NASCAR.
high school in 2006, so I remember this very vividly.
Really? I was like 8 years old in 2000.
Yeah, dude, I'm old.
Dang.
I was in college. I'm older.
There you go. Yeah, John's older. There you go.
Yeah, we gotta get Condom Depot back in the UFC.
I wonder if is it even still around? Does anybody know? Somebody in the chat, let me know if Condom Depot is still around.
I don't know.
Never heard of it.
Don't bet against the Bahamonas submission. I'm kind of rooting for it. So if Bahamonas gets a submission, I have to put on a Liang Na wig and sing In the Arms of the Angels, which I was going to sing In the Arms of the Angels next week anyway for the Jacoby Smith, Nico Price fight. So they'd be doing me a favor there.
Just putting on a wig instead.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the difference.
Brady, you're a stand-up dude. I like that. Appreciate you to book you, man. I think Baja sub is sneaky. Yeah, he has those long arms. I could see it.
7-inch height advantage.
Brady, your voice saved me. Appreciate that for us. Kevin has woken up and has already decided to begin his journey as a food reviewer with Keith. There you go.
There you go.
Fizzy versus Baja, are they still fighting?
Oh.
Yeah, somebody put out a fake tweet, and it's kind of shocking how many people fell for it. So the fake tweet said that the fight was off and that they're moving Muhammad Usman, Hamdi Abdul-Wahab to the main card.
Nice.
It was the fakest tweet of all time, and I got like multiple messages and comments saying, "Is the fight off?" Like,
is this real?
It's still on.
If Hamdi is ever on a main card.
Do people even use condoms anymore? I don't believe so. I think that was back in the early 2000s when they stopped doing that.
Probably when they were giving them out for free.
Yeah.
Now when you have to buy them, nah.
No. Sub points is also great on Ignacio. It could be a good way to improve the price tag.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Condom Depot is no longer a thing.
Oh, shame. All that advertising didn't work.
Yeah, I guess not. Question: if this co-main event goes to the judges, does Fiziev have the win in the bag regardless? Well, it comes down to the crooked, blind, corrupt judges. We'll see what they think.
I kind of wonder because like he's not. So he's claiming Azerbaijan now because like his folks are from there apparently. But like he was born in Kazakhstan, right? And that's where he was claiming originally.
He went to college in Kyrgyzstan or whatever.
I think it was Kazakhstan. I think we figured this out yesterday.
No, he was born. You're right the first time, but he went to college in like Kyrgyzstan.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, so like
he's like from 3 different stands.
Huh.
And
yeah, so like I could see them just being like, yeah, you're only kind of one of us, and then not giving him the freebie win.
Who knows where
he's from? Kyrgyzstan originally, went to college in Kazakhstan. One of those. It was something like that. Yeah. Born in one of them, went to college in the other, but his parents are from.
I could have swore he was born in. He went to college in Kyrgyzstan. I can't even say it.
We looked this up on Wednesday. Now I can't remember which one was which. It was one of the stands was where he was born. One he went to college in, and then Azerbaijan is where his folks are from. That was what we came to.
Huh.
I can't remember. Yeah.
Remember my college campus would give us magnums, and I'd be like, "No, thanks." Yeah. Kevin Lee early stoppage. I mean, if Jason Herzog's stopping the fight, I mean, he probably a good reason for it to be stopped. All right.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah, you had to bet. That's why.
Yeah. All right, main event time. It is Khalil Rountree going against Jamahal Hill. Jamahal Hill was the dog earlier in the week. It is now a straight pick'em, -110 each way. We will start with 138. What are you doing for the main event?
Yeah, so I didn't want to do anything, but unfortunately, I'm out of passes. So I'm going to go with the over 2.5 rounds, and you can get it at +105. We're going to roll with that. It's going to be sweaty. I'm going to be sweaty. Hopefully, I'm already way up on units for the show by that point, and I won't care. But we're going to go over 2.5 rounds at +105.
+105?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not bad. Johnny, what are you doing for this fight here?
Yeah, this fight to me, I think it's going to be close. It can go either way. You can make your case for each guy. My pick is Khalil ever so slightly. And I'm just going to call my shot on this one because I don't know what's going to happen in this fight. So give me Khalil to win by knockout in round 3. That's what I'm going to do. I don't know what it is. It's plus 900. That is it. That is my breakdown for that one. Because I could see a knockout in any round for either guy. But I'm just going to call my shot. That's the one.
Hey, why not? I mean, 138 called his shot. Mullins KO too.
Yep.
Which
Rountree, round 3 KO
on the table. Yeah. For Rountree, round 3 KO for Johnny. And then 138 taking the over 2.5 plus 105 there. Kind of curious to see where this line goes. Like, it hasn't moved much. Minus 110. It's been minus 110 for a while, but we'll see where it ends up at. We got Ace of Spades saying, let's get this money. We got Evans saying Hill wins this. Jamal Hill's win percentage gets exponentially higher the less knee braces he has. We'll see.
I would say so, yeah.
Never forget when Jamal got a domestic charge for slapping up his brother.
Yes, that's true.
Forgot about that. Jamal, it really wasn't a domestic Hill. Yeah, I forgot about that. Too many dislike Hill and forget that he lost to the best of the division. Yeah, guys like Pereira, he's pretty good. Yuri Prochazka and Paul Craig. But,
dude, Paul Craig is the only person in the world that has a win over the champion, so he's not that bad.
He's not that bad. He's really not.
No.
All right, we did it, guys. We're almost an hour in, which is perfect. What we're going to do now is we're going to give the best bet for the card. If you hit the best bet, your profit is going to double. So say, for example, 138's best bet is Mullins KO2. So instead of getting plus 9.5 units, he will get plus 19 units and take the lead on the show. So 138, we'll start with the main card up since we already covered the prelims. He is taking a grad. Fight goes to decision plus 116 in the grad Naimov fight. Passing on the Sadikov fight. Taking the Messiah money line plus 138. Taking Blaze decision plus 241. Taking Bahamona's money line minus 115. And then taking Rountree Hill over 2.5 rounds plus 105. Does all that look correct? And if so, what is your best bet for UFC Baku?
Looks great. We're just gonna go with the biggest number. Ulanbekov round 3 plus 1100. So that's the best bet because it's the biggest.
Ulanbekov round 3 to win 22 units. Johnny K is taking grad plus 3.5 point spread plus 100. Sadikov by KO plus 128. Passing on the My Titty Back fight. He's taking Blades by decision plus 241. Bahamunda's round 3 or decision plus 120. And then Rountree KO3 plus 900. Johnny, does all that look correct? And if so, what is your best bet for UFC Baku?
Yep, looking good. I'm going to follow suit and keep the good vibes with Ulanbekov. Sub 2-3 plus 550 for my best bet. I like it.
There you go. To win 11 units there.
That's
11
fine by
units
me.
there. Heck yeah. So we did. Forrest, it's getting late, man. Ask me tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow.
Anything at all.
Okay. Only because Johnny asked. Here we go. I'll sing us out. Whoa, 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 baby girl, baby mama. What's your name? What's your number? Oh, girl. So yeah, we're gonna pass it around. 138. Where can the people find you?
You can find me at 138 MMA. 3 numbers, 3 letters. Real simple. Find me there. All my stuff's there. All the goodies. You got my full card breakdowns. You got all that stuff. But you also got the PFL stuff. So if you want to see that, me and Pickham always do the PFL breakdowns together on my channel. But yeah, 3 letters, 3 numbers. Other order. You got it.
There we go. Check him out. Johnny K, let the people know where they can find you.
Yeah, thank you for having me on. Thank you for serenading me with your beautiful voice again. You can find me at Johnny K Picks on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. I also have a Patreon. You can check that out as well. I do breakdown videos every now and then. I haven't done any in a while, but I do always do my live shows on Wednesday nights. Defend Your Units at 7 p.m. Eastern time, time. So check that out every week, Wednesday night.
You should go back and watch the one from the other
go
night,
back.
from
Yeah,
Baku.
me and 130 MMA have some fun in there in the middle section. We forget about talking about fights for at least 25 minutes at one point and talk about just random crap, and we're like, oh crap, we have to talk about fights. Never mind.
Yeah, we've got a generational parlay that we put out. So if you want to see it, go check it out.
It is pretty tasty.
I'll have to go
like
check
$10 and you're set. You know.
Yep.
Okay.
Round robin it.
There we go, guys. Go check them out there. Go check both these guys out. And yeah, guys, give me a like, subscribe. So I already recorded my UFC 317 breakdown. I'm probably going to post that either like late tonight, sometime tomorrow. I had fun breaking down the DeMoss fight. I broke down the DeMoss fight for like 6 minutes, just talking about the dog. There's a lot to talk about, the dog crate and all that. So that should be out soon. Stat Diggers will be Sunday night, 10:15 Eastern time, as always. And then I'll be going live tomorrow before the fights, an hour before, at 11 o'clock Eastern time. So check me out there. And that's all I got, guys. Best of luck for UFC Baku. Enjoy the early card, and we'll talk to you soon. See you.
Good luck, guys.